My name is Emily Harper, and if I could turn back time, I would erase one decision that changed my entire life. I was 30 years old, living in Miami, Florida, married to James Harper, the kindest man I had ever known. James was everything a woman could ask for: responsible, hardworking, gentle, and devoted to me. He was the kind of man who never forgot to kiss me goodbye before leaving for work, who texted me reminders to eat lunch because he knew I got too busy, who stayed up late to help me when I had a work deadline. And yet, I walked away from him. Why? Because I thought I wanted something more. Something exciting. Something Instagram-worthy. The truth is, I let the world convince me that stability was boring, that devotion wasn't enough, and that my 30s were supposed to be about living my best life. And that's how I ended up losing the only man who ever truly loved me. It all started with my friends. My best friend, Chloe, was single, beautiful, and unapologetically wild. She lived for rooftop parties, beach days, and late nights filled with music and laughter. One evening, over cocktails, she said words that would haunt me forever. "Emily, you're wasting your prime years being tied down. You're married too young. You need a hot girl summer." One summer of no rules, no husband, no responsibilities, just fun. At first, I laughed it off. But the idea stuck in my head. I started scrolling through social media, seeing women my age traveling, partying, and living lives that looked so much more glamorous than my quiet nights with James. The seed of dissatisfaction grew. And one night, after another argument with James about my late nights out with friends, I snapped. "I don't want this life anymore," I shouted. "I want freedom. I want to have fun. I don't want to be tied down to you." His face went pale, like I had just knocked the wind out of him. "Emily," he said softly, "I love you. But if you really don't want this marriage, I won't force you to stay." And just like that, I ended it. The first few weeks after the divorce were intoxicating. I moved into a sleek apartment downtown, decorated with neon lights and modern furniture that screamed independence. My nights were filled with clubs, rooftop bars, beach parties, and trips with Chloe. My social media exploded with likes and comments, people telling me I looked amazing, that I was glowing, that I was living the dream. But beneath the filters and the forced smiles, a hollow ache grew. Every morning I woke up alone. Every night I came home to silence. The men I met at parties were charming, sure, but none of them cared about me the way James had. They didn't notice when I was tired. They didn't ask about my work. They didn't hold me when I felt overwhelmed. They only cared about the moment. And slowly, I realized moments fade. 3 months into my so-called hot girl summer, I was exhausted. The fun had turned into emptiness. The parties into noise I couldn't escape. One evening, I scrolled through my phone and stumbled upon James's profile. He had posted a photo with his family, holding our old dog, Max, and smiling that warm, genuine smile I had fallen in love with. The caption read, "Grateful for the simple things." Tears filled my eyes. Because the simple things were exactly what I had thrown away. On impulse, I texted him. "Hey, can we talk?" The message stayed unread for hours. Then days. Then weeks. James never responded. I later found out through mutual friends that James had started seeing someone new. A woman named Hannah. She was sweet, grounded, and family-oriented, everything I had once been, before I let the world convince me that wasn't enough. Seeing photos of them together crushed me. He looked happy, truly happy. And for the first time, I realized he wasn't going to come back. I had left him for freedom, and in doing so, I had set him free. But me? I was trapped in regret. It's been over a year now since that summer. My apartment still looks stylish, my social media still looks fun, but it's all a facade. Every time I come home, I'm reminded of what I lost. The empty bed. The silent kitchen. The absence of a man who once loved me so deeply, he would have moved mountains just to make me smile. I dumped my husband for a hot girl summer. And now, all I want is to hear his voice again. To wake up next to him. To feel the safety of his arms around me. But James doesn't even text me back. If there's one thing I've learned, it's this: don't trade loyalty for excitement. Don't give up love for temporary thrills. Because when the party ends, when the music fades, and when the lights go out, you'll realize that the person you left behind was worth more than all the fleeting moments combined. I learned it the hardest way, and I'll carry that regret for the rest of my life.